Today I talk about what you can do with $139 million burning a hole in your pocket, our brand new revamped foreign national loan program, and finally Universal Studios is building yet another mega hotel right after another. Hey everyone, it's Chris Grenier here with America Homes for another episode of Coffee with Chris on a beautiful Friday, sunny morning here in Orlando, Florida. And I'm going to jump right into it. Do you happen to have a friend or a relative, hopefully a parent or so, that has $139 million burning a hole in their pocket? Well, fortunately, they just released the most expensive house for sale in America. And even better, it's located right here in sunny Florida. Fortunately, being a fully licensed real estate brokerage as we are, and all of our agents here in America Homes, 3 or 4% commission on a $139 million house would certainly be a good sale. Now, this isn't just your typical house, obviously, as you would expect. It actually accommodates up to a 185-foot yacht right there on the boat dock it has, as well as an underground parking garage for 30 cars. Because if you only have 29 of them, then that's just embarrassing, really. I mean, what are you going to do with 29 cars? You need 30. It's called the Palace Royale. So it's the most expensive house in America. It has 11 bedrooms and 17 bathrooms. 3 of the bedrooms are masters, and then finally the presidential master is always a necessity. It actually has the first ever licensed IMAX theater in the home itself. Now, that's not just a bedroom with a nice couch in it. That's legitimately an IMAX theater. If you've ever been to one, it's a mind-blowing experience. And fortunately now, the lucky owners of this home has it right there inside of their house. It also has a $2 million marble staircase that kind of takes up the entire entry of the home. That's simply just for the marble staircase. $2 million bucks. Along with that, obviously it has all of state-of-the-art, everything that you could possibly imagine. One of them being security. One of the really cool and interesting things, but at the same time kind of creepy things that this property has is a special brand new top-of-the-line technology that digitally documents every single step that you take in the property. So every movement in the home is documented with photographs and video, so I'm sure that the owner of this house is going to have a little bit more than just a couple of dollars worth of art or precious jewels in the home. So you certainly have to sleep well at night knowing that anybody who moves around in the house is going to be recorded and filmed. So, should you have any referrals or yourself with if you happen to hit the lottery tomorrow or are in line for a good inheritance, please feel free to give me a ring. So now, moving on to something a little bit more relevant. As I mentioned earlier on in the week, we were super excited to finally release a brand new mortgage program that makes sense to foreign nationals. If you've been waiting for a secondary home, now's your time. About a year ago or so, we introduced one foreign loan program, but it was kind of ridiculous rates. It was about 8.5% to 9% rates on the loan itself, which anybody knows that's pretty high. So now, finally backed by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the new foreign loan program is as low as the current national mortgage rate. The only difference is there's a 0.5% for foreign nationals difference. So if it's at about 4.3 right now, you can get a good mortgage for about 4.85%. That is an absolutely phenomenal rate. So with only 25% down, that gives you the ability to buy about a $250,000 house for about $62,000, which amounts to about 38,000 pounds right now. And trust me, for $250,000 right now in this market in Kissimmee and Davenport, where you kind of imagine that beautiful pool home, 4 bedrooms or so, built 2005, just for an example, good size, for only 38,000 pounds down, and then that property could potentially pay for itself. That's an absolute win-win for everybody. One really cool thing that's also happening right now in Orlando, Universal Studios just opened Cabana Bay Resort. It is a massive, more family affordable resort, they call it, because rates start about $129 or so a night. There's 1,500 rooms to this hotel. Now, that is a massive hotel, and they squeeze it in there, and it looks really cool. It's kind of a 60s themed, kind of 60s beach themed resort, but they're actually opening another hotel that they just announced on September 9th called Sapphires Falls. And it's going to be another 1,000 room resort with 131,000 square feet for convention and meeting space too, because Universal Studios is going to start kind of dipping their toes into the convention game as well too, just like Disney has been conquering for a long time and all of the other resorts on International Drive. So I'm going to leave you off this week with 3 more cool, interesting Disney facts. A lot of people kind of replied last week with some great feedback. So as I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I used to work in Disney, and one of the places I used to work was at Rock and Roller Coaster, behind the scenes there, with the marketing and the logistics side of everything. What I actually found out, what I did not know, for those of you who've been to Disney and have been in the Rock and Roller Coaster, it's actually themed after the rock band, the American rock band Aerosmith. But it was actually originally supposed to be themed after the Rolling Stones, but apparently they were too expensive, so Disney opted for Aerosmith. Another cool fact is if you go in Magic Kingdom, all of the concrete in different areas of the Magic Kingdom, how you have your Futureland and your Adventureland, they're all different colors. And not only does it work for the theme, but they actually did a study with Kodak that the pictures actually come out better with that certain color concrete. So as much as it would be cool to say it was strictly for the tourist, enjoyment of the actual experience of the theme land, it's for the photos, and so Kodak looks even better. And then finally, for those of you in the United Kingdom, if you go to Epcot, there is a pub there called the Rose and Crown in the UK section of the Worlds. And they named that because those are the 2 most common words of pubs throughout the UK. Well, I look forward to getting some more questions from you guys. Please give me any feedback that you would like, and reach me at any time. Once again, Chris@AmericaHomesUK.com. Office line is 407-730-9330. And I look forward to hearing from you soon, and have a fantastic weekend.